Thank you for tuning in to Startup Builder videos on YouTube. I'm Mark Weinberg. Startup Builder videos on YouTube is an online video blog about startups and small businesses. And today I wanted to take a look here and focus on education entrepreneurs. You'll hear a lot of information, a lot of talk today from politicians and everyone in the media talking about America's educational system that keeps going down into the dumps. We keep falling behind in science and math. And so I wanted to focus on some things here. I've listed about 5 of them here. What we could do to make some improvements here on our schools. So, number 1 here, I have break government monopoly over schools. Basically, our government, or should I say the local governments in each state, control about 95% of our public school education and everything else that goes on within it here. If you know anything about monopolies, nothing really improves in a monopoly. Everything tends to stay the same, there's no improvement, so everything just stagnates and gets rotten. So we have to really break government's monopoly over schools, which is number 1. And how you break that up as we go to number 2 is to have more private schools or charter schools. What's the difference? Private schools are privately funded and do not receive any public school money whatsoever. Charter schools are a little bit different. They were created to experiment with kind of similar to a private school, but they do receive some public school money, but act kind of in a way like a private school. Private schools and charter schools are definitely necessary to grow to improve our school system, basically, which would create competition to break up the government monopoly over our public school system here. Number 3 here is to focus on STEM education. STEM here stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Since we have been falling behind on it, we definitely need to improve upon it here, and I'd say probably more hours or better instructors that teach science, technology, engineering, and math. Of course, we really have fallen behind. And tomorrow's jobs and today's jobs will require a higher education system, particularly in the sciences here. So much improvement definitely needs to be taking place in STEM education. Number 4 here, I put collaborate with corporate America. Corporate America, they're always complaining too that they can't find the right job applicant because of our educational system. And they need to collaborate with public schools or in private and charter schools to make sure the curriculum doesn't become outdated or stale or rotten. For example, let's take computer science, which is a good subject there. Computer science has definitely improved throughout the years, and imagine if our kids started programming in Pascal and Fortran and Unix, which are very old programming languages, even assembler, and has no job application. So we definitely need to collaborate with corporate America here in terms of improving the curriculum in our educational system. And next we come to number 5, no school overcrowding. This is important here, and I feel this is what created part of the drop in our educational system, particularly in areas where it had a large population growth with kids, is that, let's take for example a movie theater. A movie theater has a certain number of people that you're allowed in there and no more after, because it could create a fire hazard. So if the fire hazard could be created in a movie theater because of way too many people, there could be a learning hazard because of overcrowding in our school system. And what happens there when you have overcrowding? Well, you got more kids packed in, you got more, the teacher basically disciplining the class, probably sometimes more the teacher's disciplining the class than is actually teaching the subject material they were hired to do. So we have to definitely work on no school overcrowding, I know private schools definitely, once they reach a certain number, they don't bother taking any more students aren't in. And the same thing with charter schools as well. So here's my 5 things here talking about how to improve education here, the education entrepreneurs. So I'm Mark Weinberg here with Startup Builder Videos on YouTube. I'll catch you next time.